dum. I never know when this is going to record. I hit the little red thing, and I know my last video has like my silent face. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back, and this one is going to be about guilt. My last video, I did use the word guilty a lot. I don't like the word guilt. Guilt implies there's something terrible that you are, and you're going to be punished for it. There's the glasses again. Maybe I'll tilt my head down. This way you don't see the saggy double chin. So, guilt. Do you remember the McDonald's commercial a while back with the Hamburglar? When they did the live puppet suited guys. And they had, Hamburglar had burgled some hamburgers. And the jury was a bunch of hamburger puppets. And they all went at once, he's guilty. And that's what the world does to us. The world wants to pin guilt on us. Because if somebody's guilty, then your responsibility is lessened. Let's see if I can tilt this a little more here. Back in the blue room, I don't like the concept of guilt. I don't like the concept of hell. There's a really good book called Raising Hell, Razing Hell, which posits the theory that hell really doesn't exist. Now, I do have a fairly extensive religious background, and there are many faiths that presume numerous hells. We have Milton and his seven circles. We have Tibetan hells. We have ghost realms, which brings me to the subject of ghost hunting. I used to be really interested in paranormal. I've been on paranormal tours, and I've decided that the paranormal is not a healthy thing, because if a spirit is here, there's something preventing it from going. Now, sometimes we can take energy from the spirit, like we don't want them to go. Guilting the spirit into staying, I think that's doing the spirit a disservice. But regarding guilt, as someone who's worked with people who have suffered from addictions and feel guilt over them, whenever a human being behaves in a way that is not optimal, there's going to be a sense of self defeat, a sense that the self has somehow not done what it could have done optimally. And another thing I want to bring up is the word disappointed. A parent should never, I say should never because hopefully I haven't done it, should never tell a child that they're disappointed. Because what right have you to assume how a human being, how a child is going to raise itself? Like, let's say you dropped out of med school, or you didn't make as much money as your parent thought, and they're disappointed in you. Well, the only thing that's failed is the parents' perception of the child. A child is not you. A child that is raised with a good sense of self is not going to be overly concerned with what a parent thinks. Now, there's a lot of cultures in which the parents' wishes are paramount, whether it be marriage, career, where they live. I can't speak for those cultures because I grew up in a household basically that had no expectations of me regarding career, regarding marriage. My parents both came from very difficult backgrounds, and the fact that I went to college and actually graduated was like the very proud moment for them, because no one in my family had done that. So at the same time, I didn't want my parents to be disappointed in me by my personal decisions. Say, back in the college days when, the drinking age had just been lowered to 18 when I was in college. And I was living away from home at the first time, and without getting into personal things, there were a number of things that I did that I would hope they never would find out. So I didn't speak to my parents a lot. And a child has the right to do that, I think. When a person is 16, 17, 18, I think old enough to withhold information, that they should be allowed to do that. That a parent who incessantly quizzes their child looking for wrongdoing, looking to see that that child is doing what the parent expects. Oh, there you go. Excuse me, failed expectations. Theoretically, with my education level, I should be doing something more than I'm doing now for a job. I should, again, I should, why am I coughing? What is that about? I should be making six figures. I don't. I make enough. And enough is enough. And yet I hear my coworkers who have partners who are bringing income, some people who are retired and bringing in their Social Security and their pension and working, saying, oh, if only I could win the lotto, because I guess money is going to change who they are. I don't think so. I fortunately have never been hungry. I've never been homeless. I've been in situations where bills were hard to pay, and I'm going to have to stop recording.